All right. So, hey everybody, this is Javi, and you're watching the Bowtie Psychic here on YouTube. I'm a psychic, intuitive medium, and author who focuses on divination and storytelling to help people overcome generational trauma. And today we're actually doing a reading for Taurus, whether it be sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or Venus. I am praying that this message that you're going to receive resonates with you, and if it does, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you are um, led to, by all means, send a donation my way as well, and I'll actually put that in the comments or in the description. So, what I got for Taurus, straight up and flat out, is that you're using this time for introspection. It's literally Scorpio season, so there's a lot of things that are coming up and rising up for you as well. But you're actually you're grounding. There's Taurus is a Earth sign. So what ends up happening is that a lot of you know how to ground. A lot of you know how to settle down and um, let your feelings like ruminate a bit. You're not the one to actually react to anything. Unlike a lot of the other signs, you have the tendency to basically sit back, reflect, do some meditation work, and like, okay, what's going on now? Because there are some things that are rising for you or and coming up for you. What I'm getting for you, Taurus, is that you're very quiet about your stuff. You're not also being asked to be vulnerable, but you're more likely to become vulnerable once you figure out why you're upset about something. Um, what I'm also getting for Taurus is that you're not allowing your heartaches to get the best of you. When I was tapped in and did a heart into your heart chakra, what I really got was that even though you have a lot of hurt, even though you have a lot of pain going on, you still know it's good, and you still know that you yourself are not a bad person, and you yourself have this. You have the tools. You know you have the spiritual tools necessary, and this is actually for um, Tauruses. I don't know what is you Tauruses or Taurans, but this is basically for those who are really tapped into spirit or being ready to be tapped into spirit. You're literally leaning on spirit to help you through this. And hey, to the two folks who came through, let yourselves be known so I can say hey. And so, um, what I'm getting for Taurus is that you're allowing your feelings to come through. You're allowing your feelings to come through, and you're not judging them. I'm just getting there's no judgment here. There's no, why am I feeling this way? There's no confusion. It's as if you know intuitively what was going on, but now you have no choice but to face it because you allowed, yourself and your work and your job to, hey, Michaela, you let your job and everything else come first. You allow everything else to come first, Taurus. Like you're always out and about, and you allow your social capital to basically prevent you from from your own feelings and your own thoughts. And so what's happening is that now, in the month of October, in Scorpio season, in the middle of Scorpio season, you are literally being told now is the time to ground yourself. Now is the time to reflect, and you're not judging it at all. In fact, you wholeheartedly say, okay, it's as if like you have like this bit of surrender, with you. You have this bit of surrender. And I just feel like you're breathing. You're allowing yourself to breathe. You're allowing yourself to be honest with yourself about what's going on. You're not hiding anymore. You're not allowing your social capital, Taurus, to be um, in the way of your growth anymore. You're literally allowing yourself for the month of October, especially during this time, to literally allow yourself the liberty to feel. Okay, you're allowing yourself to feel. I'm just seeing like you are to be around nature at this point. You're allow yourself to be around nature, Taurus, whether it be sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or Venus. This is a time for you to be really connected to nature. Going out for a walk, touching a tree. Trees are a lot of plant life give and receive energy, and with their permission, please do some energy work around trees. Um, Lean against the tree, but also remember whenever you do that, leave an offering afterwards, whether it be a penny or an acorn, something that says, thank you for allowing me to, use you for this energy exchange, for this grounding energy exchange. Like even though here in Rochester is gray, is dreary, but it's also very beautiful, allow yourself to go outside regardless of the weather. Okay, and actually we'll just walk around and just breathe the fresh air to keep yourself grounded and to keep yourself whole, because you're going to be going through a lot of stuff, towards the end of October, early November. um, I'm also getting that around Christmas time, Taurus, you're definitely going to be asked, to ground yourself and to use those spiritual tools to ground yourself, because there's, excuse me, there's going to be um, a lot of stuff that's going to be happening around you, and you're going to be feeling as if it's out of your control. When in actuality, it's everyone else that's letting their stress get to you. So don't allow anyone to get their stress levels up to the point where they're affecting you, and also don't allow your stress level to be everywhere. You are to be grounded in every way, shape, and form. So I'm just getting towards be proud of yourself and be proud of where you are. Do not allow yourself to compete with anyone else, because that's also causing you stress. You know what I mean? Like that is actually something that is coming up for you. Competition, seeing everyone as competition, seeing everyone as a threat, to you and your business or your magical gifts, or to your livelihood. You're being asked to see those people, as partners, see those people as a way of gaining inspiration. But as far as you comparing yourself to other people, you are being asked by spirit to ask why. Why are you doing this? Why are you seeing everyone as a potential threat to your business, to your money, um, to everything that is near and dear to you? Because no one is coming after you. No one is doing anything to be a threat to you, Taurus. So it's time for you to simmer down a bit on that. Okay. Yeah, I'm being told that you are to watch your step. First of all, what does that mean, Spirit? Watch what. Okay, so watch your step is, and watch what you say, and watch what you do to people, because it is being seen. What you are doing and saying to people, Taurus, is being seen, and you are lashing out. Okay, especially if you're doing it for petty reasons, you are to check that, because a lot of you are out here. Tauruses are out here just allowing their mouth to do so much talking, for them in a way that is not a benefit to you and your personhood. So basically, you're being asked to is to watch your intentions, because your words are very powerful. Your words cast spells. Your words can literally cut somebody, cut someone's core, someone's spirit, or it can definitely put you in a position of seeing you as a troublemaker or a gossip monger. So just be aware of that as well. Okay. Ooh, Taurus, you are being told to basically stop being artificial, stop being fake, stop being fake, and be honest with yourself and where you are. Because what's happening is that people are seeing through what you're doing. This is a time, like, I'm so glad that this is coming up, because this is a time for you to literally start being honest with yourself and do your own shadow work around gossiping about personality, gossip around your own personality, your own toxicity, and what you're running away from. This is a time for you to literally grow up and grow into your own person, so you're not out here just doing anything, Taurus. I'm just getting you're way better than this. Way better than this. Whatever's going on, you're way better than your circumstances, and you're way better than how you used to be. So this is a time for you to do some inner reflection around why you act the way you do. Some meditation and subconscious thought, and some work around the subconscious mind, and you releasing a lot of those things that are driving you to act the way you do, Taurus. This is a time for you to literally release that and to see it with your own eyes. Writing is very important, okay, to you just as much as talking is. Talking up a good game, talking, to make it seem like you're an expert and stuff. Also be an expert in your life. Be an expert in your life. Because what you say and what you can do can ultimately affect you and how people view you. And no one's going to care whether or not you know all this stuff. Your expertise is not going to mean anything if you're out here treating people like shit. So this is a time for you to do some inner reflection around that. Okay. So that's the intuitive message I have for Taurus. If that resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, please let me know. Also, give me that like button, push on the like button, and I will also make sure to do the timestamps for those who prefer the intuitive message as opposed to the card message. Also, be sure to follow. Be sure to follow me. Subscribe to the channel so you'll never miss another video. I'll definitely be doing this next month. And I've realized too, like we have 2 left. We have Taurus, and then we have Leo, and then we're done for the month of October. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm really excited about November. I know that people like hopped on, when Scorpio was on, so I'm hoping that we get that same energy too. So I really hope. How are you doing, Michaela? How are you? And thank you so much for sticking with me. I'm glad. I'm so glad it resonated. All right, y'all. We're going to get into these cards. We're going to get into these cards real quick. And today I am going to use these cards right here. It's called the Spellcasters, Modern Spellcasters Tarot. I'm doing all right. I'm good. So, dear Spirit, what heart chakra message? Ooh, that kind of hurt. What heart chakra message, Spirit, do you have for Taurus? Sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or Venus. Also be aware too that the cards are genderless. Time is genderless. Energy is genderless. Spirit is genderless. So this message could resonate with man, like regardless of your gender, it is going to resonate if it's meant to. Most of these videos are timeless, so you can watch them at any time, at any point. So I was wondering, Michaela, I know that someone else was here in school as well. I was wondering, Michaela, are you in school as well? Like, what is your business, if you don't mind me asking? I don't think we've ever had that conversation. For one, I want to give a shout out to people who are subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. The more people who know about it, the better. And I'm able to do, these types of messages full time. So this is my full-time business as far as me being the Bowtie Psychic. So I'm not in school right now. What about you? I'm not in school either. In fact, this is my full-time business. I'm a psychic and intuitive medium and an author. So this is my gig here. I also want to get into public speaking as well. So, dear higher spirit, what heart chakra message or what message do you have for Taurus? So, whether it be sun sign, moon sign, Rising sign, Venus. What messages wisdom do you have for Taurus? All right, we got 3 cards here so far. Oh, wow. Okay. So, what we got here is the 7 of Pentacles. This is you, Taurus. This person is you. And right now, what it's saying is that you are not grounded at all. What's happening is that a lot of you are, some of you are striving to be grounded. There's still some turbulence around this. There's like a discomfort around you finding out who you really are and doing the work necessary to find out who you really are as a person. I'm also getting to that with this card is that you're doing everything you can to be prosperous and doing everything you can to be successful. But at this time, because of the work that you are going to be doing or being called to do as far as your own inner reflections, your own introspection, I'm getting that until you start, doing that work, you're not going to get as far as you would like to go. That's what I'm getting. I'm definitely getting that. And the reason why I'm getting that is because around this time, Scorpio season, and Scorpios are really secretive about their stuff that, because of that lack of vulnerability. And so what ended up with Taurus is that you don't want anyone to figure out your flaws. It has nothing to do with you not wanting anyone to know your feelings or how you feel about something. But this is literally about you, Scorpio, or not Scorpio, but Taurus. Excuse me. This is about Taurus not wanting to look like a non-professional or a non-expert. So basically, this is the time for you to start checking your ego. This is about ego and you not wanting to be vulnerable, because if you're vulnerable, people will think that you are non you're human. You don't want anyone to think that you yourself are like quote unquote stupid or intelligent, or you're not an expert or something, because again, you can talk a good game, but when it comes to your own ego, it's going to get in the way, Taurus. So basically, what this card is saying is that in order for you to grow and to prosper, you have to be rid of your ego. You have to be rid of, that notion that you have to be on all the time, that you have to be a professional all the time, that you have to have all these facts all the time. It's not that serious. It is actually keeping you stuck. You also have the Strength card here, upside down. And the Strength card is basically saying that when it comes to, you just feel out of control. Whenever you are not in control of a situation or you're not in control of your emotions, you feel as if your strength is gone. I'm getting what this energy is that, the energy of the card that I'm getting. Okay, the energy I'm getting from this card is that when it comes to you being vulnerable, you feel like your strength is gone. When in actuality, when you do your shadow work and when you do what you are to do for yourself, as far as letting go of the expectations that you are to look a certain way to the public in order for you to be liked, that's where your superpower is. I'm just feeling like you feel like your whole world is falling apart at this point. I'm just feeling like you feel like there's some turbulence in your life. I'm feeling that, yeah, that's what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling that you feel like there's some turbulence in your life. You feel like your life is out of control right now. That you lost your footing because because the Scorpio energy that's coming up. Also, Mercury retrograde. Mercury is in retrograde, so I'm also getting to that. There's a lot of stuff coming up, and there's like some communication problems. There's some, some you feel really, really like out of your element, because this is a time for you to be vulnerable. This is a time for you to start speaking up about your truth. And what I'm getting here is that you're having problems doing that because it involves you being honest with yourself. It involves being honest about who you are, where you are, and what you're doing. Coffee's coming out. And it talks about what you're doing. So you really do feel that. I'm just getting like a lot of you like under the born under the Taurus sign, like your whole foundation is being shaken and you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. Like everything is out of control, right? And you're scared because you're used to having things in a certain order. You're used to being able to talk your way out of it, or to act your way out of it, or to come up with some sort of intellectual plan in order to get out of the situation. And when it comes to your feelings and your emotions, you can't bargain out of that. So that's why you're like, I feel a lot of you like trying to suppress anxiety and trying to suppress, everything that's is coming out and that's supposed to be coming out. If you do not allow yourself, Taurus, to feel all of your emotions, what's going to end up happening is that it's going to come out sideways anyhow. It's going to come out in a comment. It's going to come out in some snide remark. It's going to come out through your energy. Like, even though you may not be talking, please know that your energy is felt. And so when people are in the same room with you, they're going to know, especially if they're intuitive or they themselves are empaths, you are going to know, they're going to know real quick, what type of energy you're going to be working with, because I'm getting like a lot of staticky energy with you, Taurus, whenever it comes to your feelings, or whenever you try to suppress your emotions or suppress some sort of thought, it's as if like it's really staticky. And people can feel that energy shift. So just be aware that you're not fooling anybody. You're not fooling anyone at all. I'm seeing a lot of anger as well. I'm seeing like red and black. So that tells me right there that a lot of you are very tired, because that's where the black is coming in, and also very depressed about what's going on. And you're also very angry about what's going on. There's a sort of like some brewing rage, like around all this. That's what I'm getting. Like a lot of you are angry right now because you have to tell the truth, and your truth is going to be exposed. You're angry at yourself for not being able to conceal it, especially if people are coming up and asking you what's wrong. But you have, like, at this point, because of Mercury retrograde is messing with your communication skills at this point, you can't even lie anymore. So that's where a lot of the anger is coming from too. So this is literally a time to let go of whatever's going on with you. Okay, because now it's affecting your emotions, it's affecting your emotional state, it's also affecting the way you show up in the world, and in how you're treating people. Okay, you also got the Seven of Wands. I'm just getting that from this card. Yeah, you're being asked to slow down because you cannot run away from your emotions anymore. Yeah, you can't get away from your emotions. You cannot. There's no way to turn. There's no way to look within other than yourself. I'm just getting this within yourself. Okay. I'm just getting that. Ooh. Okay. I knew this was going to come out. I didn't even have to do anything. How's everyone doing? Also, be sure to share this video as well. Be sure to share and let people know that I'm here. Yeah, I'm just getting that you're not able to run away from a lot of stuff. So you got the Justice card right here. I'm getting like you feel like someone has done you wrong. I'm getting the Taurus that you feel like someone has done you wrong, or someone has done you so dirty, and you're carrying that around. I don't know who did this or who and what for, but you yourself are carrying this around, and you want justice to be served in some way, shape, or form. But what this card is also saying is that you are playing yourself. Okay, you're angry at yourself. You are to be yes, some person has done wrong to you, but you sometimes have done wrong to other people, and so you have to grapple with that. You have to grapple with that. You are to face that. Okay, you are to face what happened. I'm just getting that with you. The justice card has come up because you feel like you've been done wrong, or what you have done to someone else was somehow justified, and so you're being asked to examine that. Mm. I'm getting that you've hurt a lot of people this year. You've hurt a lot of people. You've hurt a lot of people, and they want nothing to do with you as a result of that. They've distanced themselves away from you. Okay, and you feel like, for in some way, shape, or form, you have been done wrong because, but those people have are just those people are just protecting themselves, Taurus. Please know that those people are just protecting themselves, and that's why the Justice card has come up. Um, they protected themselves from your energy because somehow you either use your energy against somebody, or you use your energy or your words or your so-called expertise, to hurt somebody. Either way, there was some wrongdoing, and you have in your gut. You feel like you have. I don't know what it is, but like even when I talk about this, I feel a lot of you are cringing. I feel a lot of people are cringing when this justice card come up. I feel like a lot of y'all are not. You're so angry about what happened. What happened to you when you played a huge part in what happened. It makes you very uncomfortable for anyone to see you in a negative light. Okay, it makes you uncomfortable. That's why your stomach is in knots. You know you did wrong. You know you did wrong. You know you did someone a great injustice, whether it be talking to about somebody or talking about their mama, or talking about someone, um, talking about their project or doubting their project, or using your spiritual gifts or whatever gift you have to downplay someone else's stuff. Like, you are to examine your behavior, because by the end of the day, they didn't do very much to them. They didn't do very much to you. You did a lot to them. So this is a time for you to check that out, and to examine that, Taurus. It really is. Okay, because like I said, you're way better than what you're doing. You're way better than this. Okay? Sorry, for some reason my nose is stuffy. It can't be so cold to the point where it's really weird. Like someone else, like that's another thing too. Like your body's breaking down. Okay, thank you, Spirit. That tells me right there, Taurus, that some of y'all are about to catch a cold or getting sick because of all the energy that's pent up right now. Is making you sick. It's making you physically ill. It's breaking down your immune system to the point where you're easily catching a cold, or getting sick with the flu or something like that. But at least with the common cold. So just be aware of that. That's another reason for you to release a lot of energy, because any sort of energy that is pent up, any sort of anger that is pent up or not spoken, or any sort of intense emotion such as sadness, anger, depression, anxiety. When you don't say anything, it sits in your body, and stress stores itself in the body, and it does break down the immune system to the point where you are easily getting sick. So just be aware of that. That's another reason for you to start doing this work around releasing whatever emotion you are carrying within you. Okay, so you can stay healthy, and it's not, your life isn't wrecked because your body is breaking down, on you. I got the Hierophant. The Hierophant is basically about structure, order, religion, dogmatic ideologies, being a slave to that, or ruling someone to that, or trying to take someone else's power. And that's what I'm getting for you as well, Taurus, is that for so long you have used your gifts, you have used your power, whether it be social capital, or just being magical in general, or being expert, in magic or something like that. I'm just getting that for the most part, you use that to enslave people. It would not. I'm going to be honest with you. It would not be shocking to me if Taurus, those born under the Taurus sign, those who may resonate with this message, have used their gifts as a way to manipulate people or to control people. Like a Svengali almost, where you tap into someone's energy, you use their energy to your advantage, you use their energy to control them, you use your energy to control them, and so what ends up happening is that you end up enslaving people. Okay, if they don't agree with what you say or agree with what you do, they are going to know about it. I've also got that you have become a slave to your emotions. You become a slave to your emotions when you don't express them. You literally are out here like allowing your emotions to control you. You're using and because you're not able to be vulnerable with yourself, or you feel as if you cannot be vulnerable, Taurus, you are now. Yes, it is. It's very sad. I'm sorry, but this is what's going on with Taurus. This is what's going on with Taurus right now. This is very sad. This is very sad. But they also have to know, like Taurans also need to know the truth. This is what's happening to them when they do not allow themselves to do their work. They become dogmatic. They're very stiff, and they end up hurting other people as a result of them not um, being honest with themselves. They turn into this. They use. And I kind of feel like a lot of y'all use your expertise to control people in some way, shape, or form, whether it be like mentally, emotionally, physically. I'm thinking I'm getting more energetically though. Energetically, okay. Like this is like the way they're doing it is very abusive. The way the Taurians that are resonating with this message, they are being very abusive with their power, and it's not okay. So that's why you're being asked to like examine that for the month of October. I'm also getting to like the Eight of Cups. I'm just getting don't stop dreaming, Taurus. Don't let go of your dreams. Don't let go of anything. If anything, this is a time for you to let go of anything that does not serve you so you can start dreaming again. A lot of y'all have stopped dreaming, or a lot of you have like let go of your dreams because you have of whatever reason. I'm just getting that you feel like you allow the world to tell you that your dreams are not possible, and you see other and that's why when it comes to competition, you're being asked to let that go, because if someone else achieves the dream that you are trying to work towards, don't be angry at that person, don't be envious at that person, because you are just as capable. You're just as capable, Taurus, as they are. You're just as capable. I'm just feeling that a lot of you see you see someone's power, and you feel as if you don't have that for yourself when you do. You have that for yourself. Okay? Like don't chip away at someone else's power simply because you feel as if you don't have your own. You're very powerful, you're very skilled in what you do, but in order for you to do that well, be honest with yourself. People gravitate towards honesty. People gravitate towards kindness. People gravitate the people who are not going to take advantage of you, or literally using your expertise to make themselves better in a better way, because you yourself, Taurus, are a beacon of hope. You can be a beacon of hope. You're an expert, especially if you're like an expert in your field, whether it be magic, whether it be art, whether it be the sciences, whatever it is. You're already seen as an expert. You don't have to try so hard and be so hard. Okay, I'm just getting that you've forgotten your dreams a bit. And so this is the time, the month of October, even though the month is still is almost over with. This is literally the time for you to like manifest all of that, to let go of whatever barrier you put on yourself and achieve those dreams for yourself. It's very possible. But right now, like I feel like everything is in limbo because you're just going through a lot of stuff right now. Okay. You also have the moon. I'm just keep letting allow yourself to let go. Allow yourself your subconscious to grow, to be cleansed of any sort of negativity. Um, Allow yourself to grow as a person. Allow yourself to to understand your power. At least that's the energy I'm getting from this card. Allow. I'm just getting allow yourself. Allow yourself to join the human race. Allow yourself to join the human race in the most honest way possible. Hey to the third person who came through. Hi. Not like you're because you're capable, Taurus. There's a lot of hurt and there's a lot of hurt energy within you. And it makes you uncomfortable to be vulnerable because you don't want anyone to use that against you, or you feel like you don't want anyone to believe that somehow your sadness is some sort of um, proof, I guess, or some sort of false confirmation that you are not doing the work, or you're not who you've been telling people. You know what I mean? You're not who you say you are because you allowed yourself to be sad, or you allowed yourself to be angry, or you allowed yourself to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is your superpower, but don't allow like your anger or your ego to get in the way of your own power, because that alone is going to mess you up. That really was a heavy read, Michaela. That really was a heavy read. But I also feel too like that like Taurus needs to hear that. They are to hear that. They are meant to hear that. So with that being said, does anyone have any questions or comments? By all means, let me know. I also want to give a shout out to Michaela because she's here all the time. They are here all the time. What are your pronouns, Michaela? They're like the real MVP. They're here every time I'm on. So I really appreciate it. You know what? Before I even go on, like I've been licking my lips as if that's going to help with the fact that my lips are all dry. And also, what are your plans for Halloween? Oh, I was wondering whether or not you I mean my pronouns. Do you go by she, her, him, his, they, them, their, or that's what I mean by pronouns? Because not everyone, you know, not everyone is a identifies with the, with what they were assigned at birth. Yeah, my lips look better. All right, so what messages of hope, Spirit, do you have for Taurus? What messages of hope do you have for Taurus? Okay. I go by they, them, their, or he, him, his. And no, I was actually thinking about going trick or treating, like taking someone's kid out to go trick or treating, because I haven't done that in years. But I do like going to people's houses and like doing that type of stuff. So, what messages of hope do you have for right? So what words of wisdom, messages of hope you have for Taurus? All right. All right. We got a couple of cards already. I'm also being told to. All right. I'm also being told to use the Mythical Shaman Oracle deck, which is like one of my favorite decks. So, there you go. That look weird. I'm trying to find a place to like shuffle, and I'm like, ooh. All right. Well, words of wisdom, messages of hope you have Taurus. Will be sun sign. Oh, oh. All right. So what I got for Taurus, as far as like being a beacon of hope, and I realized that her whole boob is hanging out, so I gotta like cover it up right here. Um, and that's there you go. So basically, what we got is the Three of Cups. Okay, and what I got is that this is a time for you to start. The beacon of hope is to basically be nicer to other people. Taurus, be nicer to other people. Treat other people with respect, kindness, and dignity. Do not believe that you are above anyone else. Okay, the beacon of hope, as far as you being in this world, showing up in this world in an authentic fashion, or showing up in the world, as far as how other people are going to perceive you, and how you can start the healing process is to be yourself, but also treat other people with respect, and also be honest about where you are. Okay, so you're not hurting others. One of the reasons why you're feeling the way you do is because you feel um, like I just get the feeling that you feel like you're smarter and better than everyone else, Taurus. That's coming from a place of lack, and it's coming from a place of insecurity. So this is a time for you to check that insecurity. Okay, be nice to folks. Treat people with folks with the respect they are entitled to. Okay. You also got the Nine of Swords. Um, yes, the Nine of Swords upside down. What I got here is that not to be so hard on yourself. Not to be so hard on yourself, and know that not everything is a tragedy. Okay? There's like go through the grieving process. Okay? Allow yourself to go through the grieving process. A lot of you are not allowing yourself to grieve whatever loss that you have experienced, whatever loss you had experienced as far as someone else, or someone close to you, or someone, or yourself. Okay, allow yourself to breathe, allow yourself to grieve, and allow yourself to grow. Okay. Okay, we're aware that you're tired. We're aware you're very tired, but don't allow this grief. Allow it to let it go. Whatever you're grieving, allow yourself to grieve it, but also let it go when the time comes. Yeah, that's what I'm. Let go of the grief. Let go of the grief. Whatever is going on, release it. Okay, see it for what it is, a lesson, and then just move on. Move on the best way you can without hurting yourself and other people. Okay. I also have Eight of Wands. No, the King. When I say Eight of Wands, I meant the King of Wands. Excuse me. And what I'm getting from this card is that see yourself as a true leader, but also be humble about it. Be humble. This is a time for you to be humble. If you're wrong about something, say that you're wrong about something. Okay, allow yourself to learn and allow yourself to, listen to other people. Especially if you step on the line in any way, shape, or form, do not go into your feelings. Allow yourself to like sit back and listen to what that person is saying. A real leader and a true ride or die individual, they're going to see their power without stepping on other people. They're all going to start reflecting. Okay, they're going to step back. Okay, and they're going to be honest with themselves. The King of Wands is a very powerful individual because he knows who he is, or they know who they are. As far as their own power. They're very strategic, very action oriented, but they also know when to step back. They also know when to reflect. They also know when to be grateful, and they know when to be humble. You're being asked to be humble, okay? And then, as far as the oracle card, you got lightning. No, I'm just okay. It was upside down. Tell me to keep it upside down. Thank you. I'm getting to a show, and another way, a beacon of hope, as far as your hope is to basically be grateful, show gratitude, show gratitude for what you received, show gratitude for what you've heard. A lot of you are having problems doing that, as far as knowing your gratitude, knowing when to express gratitude. Okay, this is not the time for you to see things as a competition, but as a means of showing gratitude. Be grateful for the experiences you have in your life. Be grateful for the experiences that you have gone through in order to help you grow. Thank those opportunities. Be um, be aware that not everyone is out here to attack you, or to do you wrong in any way, shape, or form. I'm getting that a lot of you are in protective mode, and the reason why you are dealing with anxiety and depression is because you are literally allowing the world to get to you, and you become angry as a result. And so basically what this card is saying is that do not allow the world to get to make you angry to the point where you are exploding and blowing up. This is the energy I'm getting from this card. But basically what I'm getting is allow yourself to be grateful and to allow the changes to happen. The lightning, when I get of lightning, um, when I think of lightning, I think of thunder as a tower and lightning as the thing that pushes you off the tower. You're being pushed off the tower. And you're being asked to be grateful for those experiences and to be grateful that you were pushed off the tower. In other words, is you're redeemable, Taurus. You're redeemable. Okay, allow yourself to change and allow yourself the opportunity to grow at this time, and to not use your expertise to intellectualize. Don't use what's coming up or use any sort of excuse, whether it be your expertise or whatnot. Don't use that as an excuse to hide, because you're not going to be able to. Okay, you're not going to be able to. Yeah, I'm just being told like to tell you to keep growing, and keep being prosperous, but do it in a way that's authentic to you, and also do it in a way that is not going to hurt someone else. So that is all I have for Taurus. If you resonated with that message in any way, shape, or form, by all means, click the subscribe button. Also, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm on there all the time. Also, if you are wanting to have a all these things are coming up. If you would like to have a more in-depth reading, by all means, email me at the bowtiepsychic at gmail.com. I'm like getting my stuff ready as far as like the website, so that should be up in a couple of days actually. Um, what else? Yes. Oh, also tomorrow, I am actually going to be doing readings on behalf of Ashworth Scott Life Sculpting. And so that will be going on tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube. If you can check out Nikita Asha's channel or Ashworth Scott Life Sculpting, you will be able to see me on there. And I'm really excited about it. It'll be $20 a reading for a mini reading, and I'll be giving a free reading or one card reading to the collective, and people will have the opportunity to ask questions or get a general reading at that point too. So, thank you so much for your kindness and sharing your energy with me. I really appreciate it, and I want to say that is there anything else going on before I log out? Watch me log out and then be like, oh, I forgot this, but nothing else is coming up. So thank you so much again for being here with me and sharing your energy with me. See you later, Michaela. I really appreciate you, and the other person who is watching. So until next time, peace.